away from the would-be champions. Nick Roskill had a good run in this event last year, despite the bonnet flying open and smashing the windscreen on that famous Hamilton's Folly jump. Co-driven by Andrew Loughhead, last year's series runner-up will be aiming to improve and take the championship this year. Helen Black is the only driver to win more than one round in the Pro Tire Championship this year, thanks to victories on the Manx National and the Doonan Argyll Rally. It's been 10 years since he contested a rally here in Northern Ireland, and things have got an awful lot quicker since the last time he was here. David Knight and Paula Swinsko are very much in with a chance of the title. The Lancaster-based driver may be fifth, 34 points behind the leader, but he has already dropped 2 of his compulsory scores, and you can't count them all. William Hill and Richard Crozier have been one of the star crews in the 2023 series so far, and lie third in the overall standings in their 1.5 EcoBoost engine Fiesta Rally 3. Another good result will keep up their overall class hopes well and truly alive. Last year, Steve Wood claimed the maximum points on the Down Rally on his way to becoming a Pro Tire champion. He returns this year, not in his familiar...
Lisbon in Northern Ireland has a population of around 130,000 people, and as you can see, despite torrential rain, which it has been since around tea time tonight, there are quite a few more people here in Lisbon tonight, Phil Bramwell, because the rally has come to town. It's the Carryduff Forklift Down Rally. It's round 6 of the Pro Tire Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship, and despite the weather, we're getting quite excited, aren't we?
We certainly are, yeah. Things are heating up, actually. You can see the cars arriving behind us. It's going to be a promising rally as well. It's going to be wet out there for these guys, but, you know, it's going to be exciting.
8 stages tomorrow, including some iconic lanes here in Northern Ireland that have featured on world-famous events from the 60s. Roger Clark, Billy Coleman, people like that all making their name on these lanes, and we're going to be making some history because the title fight is really hotting up in the Asphalt Championship, but we'll come to that. We've got 8 stages tomorrow, and we're going to be live for 4 of them here on special stage, so make sure you stay tuned as we go through the rally. We're going to give you a bit of a taste tonight in the city centre here in Lisbon, and I've got to say the city have really got behind this. They've closed down a main road through the city, a big arterial road, just as part of the service area, Phil. That's what we like.
I love it, yeah, absolutely, why not? Great to be able to bring the event to the... Sorry, we're just going to pause for a minute's silence.
A minute's silence to reflect on what has been a sad period for Irish rallying and Irish motorsport in general, and our thoughts are with everybody affected with the events of last weekend and everything else that has happened recently as well. You are joined by Phil Bramwell and Paul Woodford here on special stage. We are in Lisbon City Centre for a ceremonial start for the Carryduff Forklift Down Rally, round 6 of the Pro Tire Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. We are in the shadow of the Mourne Mountains here in Northern Ireland, and we are very much in the lap of the rally gods here with the weather, because tomorrow it is going to be wet, and those stages are tricky. Yeah,
they're mega stages as well. We've been out for a recce today, and they are some probably the best stages you could wish to go rallying on. You know, certainly this championship has really found its home here. It's been amazing. We're planning a couple of stages. We've got exciting spots tomorrow. Stages 2, Buck's Head, and stage 3, Hamilton's Folly, famous in Irish folklore. So
lots of twists, lots of turns, lots of high hedges and tight lanes, and that jump.
2 jumps. we're going to be bringing
that jump.
That jump, yeah. We're going to be bringing you 2 jumps. In the morning, we'll be bringing you a jump towards the start of the stage, and then...
Do I get a jump, or are you getting both of them?
I'm hogging both jumps tomorrow. You've got some real fast sections, actually. You're going to be on your toes tomorrow. Keep an eye on these cars coming past you. Yeah, we scoped out some spots, and yeah, we're going to have some fun tomorrow. It's going to be good. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you join us for all the action tomorrow and throughout the day here on Special Stage. But we've got a lot to look forward to, haven't we?
We have 125 cars. It's a real bumper entry, a real all-star cast, because it's the McGrady Insurance Motorsport UK Northern Ireland Asphalt Rally Champions, as well as the championship we're going to be covering, the Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. So as a result, the two have combined, and as you've really come to know from Irish rally entries, there's a lot of variety as well. And for the first time in my life, I get to see the Anglia WRC in action.
Okay, first time out for you guys on that then. Yeah, so I've seen that a couple of times on Mull. It's impressive. It goes well. So it's definitely something for you to watch on that.
Now, these guys go sideways. These boys go sideways, boys and girls. And the Pro Tyre Asphalt Rally Championship crews obviously give their best as well on these lanes. But we know Irish rallying is exciting. Combine that with the very best asphalt crews that the UK has to offer, and it's pretty thrilling with the weather in store.
Absolutely, it's going to be a hell of a battle, isn't it? It'll be interesting to see how the UK Championship crews go against the Irish ones as well on their home soil. You know, there's no doubt about it. They've got some serious talent, and you can just see from the cars behind. You know, it's a hell of a lineup this weekend. The entry is phenomenal. So, really looking forward to the event. Looking forward to seeing how the battles play out. Tyre choice is going to be massive.
Good length of stages as well. I think it's 62 miles in total, so it's a good chunk of stage to get your teeth into here.
Yeah, it is. And talking to Callum Black earlier out on Recce, he was saying that the 2 of the stages have got quite a lot of muck on them, quite a lot of pollution all over the surface, which isn't too bad in the dry, but when it's been like this, so slippy, it's going to be really tricky to get those tyres right in the morning. Just how many cuts you need on the treads, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But
Callum Black threw himself well and truly into this title fight with Neil Ruskell with his win on Argyle last time out, and it is very much going to be talk of the title this weekend. And we know from last season that this event is where Steve Wood got his title campaign really underway, and after this, his title was really won with a string of results from the momentum from here on the Northern Irish lanes, and he's a bit of a specialist over here. Yeah. I would argue that neither of those guys are particular specialists on the Irish lanes, which makes it even more interesting, because they're going to be fighting with people who know these lanes very well, including Mr. Johnny Greer, reigning champion. Of course, you can see his car. It'll be car number 1 tomorrow. It's car number 1 to go over the ramp here in the city centre tonight. And that adds a little bit more jeopardy to it, because they're not going to just fight amongst themselves, are they?
It's quite a name to follow, isn't it? Johnny Greer over the ramp, you know. Neil, I don't know whether I'm giving him justice here, but like I still see Neil as relatively new to the sport, to the championship. He's come so far in the last 3, 4, 5 years. He really has. It's been amazing to watch. Callum, we know Callum's excellent on all surfaces, whether it's gravel or tarmac, you know, any surface.
Those boys over that jump in the morning.
Yeah. There's going to be some serious commitment. You really need to make sure you're watching that. But yeah, we've got battles throughout the field.
In fact, Neil Ruskell last year, I have to say this, came over that jump in Hamilton's Folly and hit so hard that his bonnet came up and went into the windscreen.
Yeah, smashed the windscreen, yeah, it did, yeah. So we'll be there. We've had a couple of issues over that jump. Adrian Spencer will remember that jump as well from a few years back when I was there. Richard Clues as well, he's out this weekend again. We collected his spoiler for him last time out there. That fell off the back of the Subaru with Matt Edwards in the car with him. So yeah, it'll be an interesting one. Make sure you're watching tomorrow morning for all the action. Like I say, it's going to be really good. But battles throughout the field as well. You know, great to see Darren Atkinson over here. Darren leading the 2-wheel drive with Brad Cole battling together.
We must say, actually, Brad, congratulations.
Congratulations, Brad.
Yeah. Brad has become a dad this weekend, and you thought we were going to say congratulations because he bought an R5 car, didn't you?
No, not yet. But yeah, Brad, Alice, and...
I'm sure anyone's meant to know about that.
No one.
The R5 car, not the baby.
Retract that. Can we cut that?
We retract. Yeah, just cut that out.
Yeah, but congratulations to the whole family on the arrival of Esme as well. So, yeah, excellent. Can't wait.
Should we have a look down at some of these cars and see if we can get some reaction from some of our crews?
I think we should.
Let's have a wander down here. I don't think we'll let Wayne go first so he can wander through the cars and get a bit of a feel for what's happening here. Just look at the spectators lining this city centre ceremonial start. To remind you, there's no action tonight. It is just a look at some of the cars and the drivers ahead of tomorrow's rally. But that gives you a feel for the passion here for this sport. And as I say, the local authority has really got behind what's happening here. And do you know what? I will come back to some of the front cars. Let's go and grab Callum Black. We've just been talking about him.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see if we can grab Neil and Callum. See if we can get them together. It'd be really good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
See, the two of them are going to be down there, just getting ready, and you can see the two cars lined up astern Neil Roskell's Rally 2 Fiesta with Callum Black's car behind. See, he knew that if he waited here long enough, we would be down to get some raw emotion ahead of what will be a pretty important rally as far as this title is concerned. Neil Roskell, how are you feeling?
Feeling great. Can't wait for tomorrow. Yeah.
Have you put extra bonnet pins on?
Yeah. I just said to him, a couple of tie wraps as well, and just make sure that doesn't come up this time. But yeah, it was a good eye opener, especially when we did the recce this morning. And realised how far we went with the bonnet up last year. It was like, yeah, that was some doing that.
We saw it happen live. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was good. But no, this year, we're just going to give it our best, and I've got to keep an eye on Callum and just go for the points. So that's the most important thing for tomorrow, for championship really, more than anything. So get that sorted and see what we do, and then we're down to the last, double header then, aren't we? It's in Wales. So yeah, looking forward to tomorrow.
We like a bit of theatre here in the Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship, and we've got some tonight here in Lisbon, haven't we? I know it's absolutely chucking it down, but look at the people that have turned out to have a look at what they can see on the stages tomorrow. There's no action tonight, just some rally cars just trundling through over the ramp in the city centre, but look at it.
Yeah, it's been good. It's like nice to see everybody come out and support the rally, because last year we weren't in here. And to see this now, it's been really good, and everybody stood in rain, but they seem to be enjoying it, and yeah, it should be a good show for them. So yeah.
Neil Roskell, championship favourite, one of, and as you can see, quietly confident, it's got to be said, sat inside that car. Let's see if Callum Black is just as relaxed as Neil. You look like a little school kid sat in there grinning away. You look really excited.
Yeah, no, I'd like it if the rain stayed away a little bit, to be honest. It's just not as fun when it rains, is it? So, yeah, looking forward to stages. Look really good. High speed, lots of jumps, bumps. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Last time you did these stages would have been in a two-wheel drive car, would it not?
Yeah, last time we were in Ireland, yeah, it was in the DS3. So, yeah, long time ago.
There's a great photo of you kicking the back end up quite high in the air. You like these stages, and you're quite handy on the jumps.
Yeah, no, I love driving this car, and yeah, I love Ireland, and hopefully the two come together and we get a decent result tomorrow.
Argyle was good for you, as was the Manx, and obviously the title charge has come on strong as a result. You've got to be staring down the barrels of that Rally 2 Fiesta up ahead. Can you do it?
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, Roskell and I have been winding each other up all week, so yeah, I mean, we just need to get our head down, do our own thing for the first loop, see where we're at, and go from there.
Probably shouldn't say it live, but there's a WhatsApp group for the championship, and Callum Black, who you just heard from there, shared a picture of Neil Roskell at a care home here in Lisbon in response to Neil Roskell sharing a picture of Callum Black at school on his last day of school, which of course it was for him yesterday. Good luck tomorrow, Callum. We'll speak to you and catch up during the day. Callum Black, Jack Morton. We'll just see if we can grab Johnny Greer before he sets off over that ramp. You can just see the cars getting ready as we walk past Desi Henry's DS3. Are we going to get a really quick word? He's got the car fired up. Yeah, we're getting the other side. So the car's going to go over the ramp now. A bit of a spectacle for the spectators here in this ceremonial start. Not something that we get to do very often. Ramps used to be a staple of rallying. You don't see ramps anymore, really, in rallying.
No, definitely not enough. We need more.
Turn the engine off. He must know we want a quick word. Yeah. We'll wait for the press shot, and then we'll dive onto the ramp for a quick shot. Johnny, do you come here with pressure on your shoulders as the reigning champ and someone who should know these stages very well when the weather's like this, or do you just come here thinking, this is my local rally and all these people have turned out to watch a bit of a show?
Hopefully the latter, I think. No, it's always been a great rally for us, and to be so close to my home, and we're supporting the event as well. So it is one I look forward to all year. But at the same time, we have a job to do this weekend, so we're trying to score points in the Northern Ireland Championship. This is the last round, so yep. we have a bit of a target of where we want to end up. So we just have to try and conditions tomorrow will obviously make a decision of where we end up, and pretty much the plan is to do the first loop, see where we are. I think if we're not competitive in the first couple of stages, we'll let the rest of the guys go. I think we need a fifth place finish in the Northern Ireland Championship to get the title, so that'll be the main aim. But yeah, just get up in the morning, see what the weather's like, and just go and have fun, see what happens.
I've got a bit of bad news for you. You don't need to wake up and see what the weather's like. It's going to be like this tomorrow. He talks about 5th place like it's a nice casual stroll, but actually this man is entertained. If you've never seen Johnny Greer in action on these lanes before, you've got a treat in store tomorrow on the live coverage. But you also go head-to-head with our Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship crews as well, who are coming over here to join you guys. And of course, they'll be watching you and thinking, oh, I want a piece of that as well. They're not going to let you have it all your own way. So there's a bit of jeopardy there as well.
Well, exactly. I mean, it's always good to have the guys come over here, and it's been a while since I've competed in the UK, so it's interesting to see some old faces and some old friends and stuff. So I'm looking forward to getting out there and seeing what everyone can do. I mean, we obviously have the local advantage. We've done this rally a few times. Some of these guys are in the Pro Tyres first time here, so we do have a lot in our corner going for us. But I think the guys there will be quick as well. So I think we'll have to keep an eye on everybody. But as I say, we'll go and enjoy the first couple of stages. We'll see where we're after that, and then make a plan from there on. But most of all, just enjoy it and see what happens.
And very quickly, a word for your local council, because I have never seen a local council get behind a rally like Lisbon have behind this. They're so excited. They've been sharing on their own Facebook page. Check out Lisbon City Centre on Facebook, because they've been sharing about all of this. And this is very much a vision that they want to build on. And look at all these people who've turned out on a wet, rainy Friday night.
Yeah, it's great to see. I mean, we came to the Civic Centre where the service is tomorrow last year, and we're blown away by the welcome we got from the council. We thought sort of a council and a rally, maybe this wouldn't really work, but they really opened their arms and brought us in, and it's been fantastic the way it's worked last year and hopefully this year as well. So yeah, it's good. This is probably one of the nearest cities to my home, so it's strange being here. Like, you usually walk down these streets going to the shops, so it's a bit strange having the rally car up here, but no, I'm looking forward to it. It's good to be home, and it's good to have a good crowd out to support us.
Johnny Greer, ladies and gentlemen, who you'll be able to see in action tomorrow morning from 9:45 in the second stage of the day when we go live on special stage for the Carryduff Forklift Down Rally. Go on, Phil.
So next car up for us is Finton McGrady, which is the event sponsor, or the championship sponsor. So we'll go and chat to him in car 70 now.
Over the side of the ramp?
Yeah, should we go down there?
We'll go down there, right.
Wave, everyone.
So McGrady Insurance sponsored the Northern Irish version of the Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship, the Northern Irish version of what we get over there, and they're both exciting championships. To combine them, I think it's really cool.
Yeah, well, it's double trouble, isn't it?
Yes. With your name above the door, you must be pretty excited to see people turning out like this despite the weather, and looking forward to a good day's action tomorrow.
It's always good to see people about, and tonight, well, we weren't expecting a crowd tonight given the weather forecast, but it's good to see them, it really is.
So this weekend, the McGrady Northern Ireland Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship combines forces with the Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship, and one heck of a fight in store, I think, on those lanes tomorrow.
Oh yes, listen, there's always great racing in every class, especially here in Ireland. They just don't know how to go slow, but it's good to be involved. My bit this year is a couple of tarmac rounds, but we're working towards the RAC again at the end of the year, so we're doing a few gravel rounds in England.
Fantastic. Thank you for your support of the championship over here, and no doubt a bit of a show on the lanes tomorrow, because Mark II escorts are what Irish rallying is all about, right?
Yeah, of course it is, yeah. I mean, we come over here to see these guys, don't we? It's the thrill of the sport. Mark II escort down the lanes in Ireland. Fantastic.
Did you see the photo I shared that MCR Motorsport Media, Matt Cotton, shared earlier on of that Talbot Samba, talking of variety on the entry list?
No.
What a cracking looking car.
Yeah. No, I didn't see it, unfortunately, but I'll have to look at that one later. Yeah, the variety is the spice of life, isn't it? I love it.
Car 126 tomorrow. Look out for it. Talbot Samba, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it already. Yeah, that'd be great. We'll hopefully see him in the morning.
We've got Escort Cosworths, you know I like those. We've got Sierra Cosworths. We've got, what else have we got? Datsun Sunnies. We've got really cool cars, as you'd expect from an Irish rally entry, and some fast Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship crews making their way over. Who else do we grab a word with? Desi Henry, yep. Desi, we've walked past the car twice now, but we weren't going to let you get away without a quick word ahead of tomorrow. You all look remarkably relaxed given the weather forecast that you're staring at on these treacherous lanes tomorrow. How are you feeling?
Yeah, look, rain's nothing we're not used to in Ireland. It's going to be tricky. I think the stages will not hold a lot of water. Obviously, if it's torrential rain, it will. But even today in the recce, when there was some rain, there wasn't a lot of standing water. So, look, it'll be what it'll be, and it'll be the same for everybody. So we'll just have to give it our best shot.
Now, here you are in these four-wheel drive cars. It doesn't seem that long ago that you were tackling these lanes in front-wheel drive cars and throwing them over those jumps. Everyone's come a long way since then, but the battle just seems to have got fiercer, doesn't it?
Yeah, look, I don't know if we've got any wiser over the years, but no, look, obviously the four-wheel drive stuff, you're carrying a lot more speed, and these cars now have enormous capacity for going round corners. So they're no, even in wet conditions, the amount of grip you have is very, very good. So no, look, I don't think we've got any wiser over the years, but look, we're still enjoying it the same.
Your mirrors are going to be full, and I know you've competed against some of them before. Our Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship Cruise tomorrow. That's going to be an interesting battle as well, seeing how you get on with those.
Yeah, look, it's always interesting to see how you get on against different championships. Look, it's a bit of an unfamiliar rally for us. We're not that familiar with the stages, so I think it should be level territory for most of us. So, looking forward to the challenge.
Desi Henry, one of the local stars over here. And do you know what? I am getting more and more excited as I'm stood here, waiting for these cars to go over the ramp, because tomorrow they're going to be absolutely flat out, aren't they? I called that a DS3 earlier, by the way.
No, well done. I have to say, it's probably one of the nicest looking cars here, isn't it? I like Neil's car behind as well. But yeah, the colour scheme on this is stunning. Really, really impressive. So yeah, looking forward to seeing Desi go. He always goes really well, doesn't he? We know that. We've had the pleasure of seeing him rally for a few years now, and yeah, we know he's a real competitor. So yeah, look forward to seeing this car on the stages tomorrow.
There's a man without a car stood near us.
Yeah, should we go and say hello?
Darren Atkinson, who clearly hasn't brought his car down to play tonight. Your car down here, Darren? Oh, is it down there? You've hidden it down the bottom. No, you can stand and talk to us now. We don't need a car to talk to you. You're looking forward to tomorrow, because you Phil, as well, you guys have been fast this year, and that shows on where you are in the championship. It's quite a formidable position. You're quite ominous pace.
It is, yeah. Obviously, we've just got to finish tomorrow and get them some points, and then obviously it's Rally Carryduff. So depending on how we go tomorrow, then
you don't want a Manx, do you?
No, we definitely don't want a Manx. No, that weren't so good. No. So
Phil, you experienced things from the other side on Argyle when you joined Phil and Mark behind the camera.
I really enjoyed it. It really went to be my estimation. It was unbelievable. Yeah,
it was entertaining.
Oh crikey, it was non-stop. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it.
More non-stop than when you're in the car?
Maybe not quite.
I'll almost take that, Phil.
Can you just confirm for me how important are midge nets in Argyle?
Oh, definitely. Most important, yes.
Phil jumped out of the special stage van here in the city centre earlier wearing this midge net, and everyone thought he was going to burgle something.
Well, I can believe that. They look pretty gruesome at first, but they're absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I just wish I'd have bought them.
You still look pretty gruesome now, mate. Oh, that's for the big forehead comment.
With or without?
So,
Steve Wood.
Yeah, Steve. Steve, our reigning champion here with a formidable co-driver alongside after last time out. Where is he? Rob Fagg, good to see you guys out. This is where your title fight really came on strong last year. After this, the momentum really sewed the championship up for you. I know you're not quite in that fight here at the moment, but you're staring down the gunnels of some pretty fast guys, and you're the reigning champ. You're not going to let them get away with it, are you?
Oh yeah, the fight's between Callum and Neil, you know, so I think they'll be looking at each other tomorrow, what stage times they're doing, you know, and we'll just bring the numbers up then. So and it's a new car, which I'm getting used to, so yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Going to mention that, how are you getting used to it? It must be a massive change.
Yeah, a big change from the Fiesta in lots of ways, you know, but we had a run out on Sligo last week, and very impressive car, yeah.
You're a Welshman who goes extremely fast in Ireland. You know these lanes. You do like these lanes, don't you?
I do like the Irish lanes, yeah. They're very good. I've been here a number of years now, so we'll see how it goes tomorrow with this weather.
Someone of your experience and pace out there, what are these weather conditions doing to what you're thinking?
We didn't see much standing water out there today, but there's a lot of shiny tar there, and a lot of farming has been carrying stuff out from the fields. So maybe it'll be beneficial for us with heavy rain tonight. It might wash the roads a bit cleaner, so we won't get that mud situation on the road, you know?
Yeah. I'm going to swap around the other side of the car because we don't always talk to the co-drivers, and we should do that more often. So very quickly, before Steve darts off, you must be one of the most experienced co-drivers on the entry, as you always are when you line up these days, Rob, but you know your way around rallies like these. You had a bit of a tumultuous season with what happened on the Manx. Everything okay?
Yeah, good. I mean, I was the lucky one. I got out of it fairly unscathed. Hugh, unfortunately, had the injury of it was a bit of a back issue and things and lungs. So, but he's on the mend, and so I'm just being a bit of a mercenary at the moment and getting picked up by Steve, who asked me to do this rally with him. So yeah, just looking to get out tomorrow and see how it goes.
You've done this in BRC, these stages at least.
Yeah, we were chatting before when the last time I did it, and I actually didn't realise I did it in 17 with Michael Dunlop. the Ulster Rally. So we're up in this neck of the woods.
Hamilton's Folly was in the Ulster that year, wasn't it?
I'm not sure it was, and if it was, we didn't get that far because we had a bit of an off that year.
Circuit of Ireland, isn't it, Hamilton's Folly?
Yeah. But no, it's good stages up here in Ireland as it is. You know, we enjoy it and looking forward to it tomorrow. Back for Ulster in August with a certain other driver, but we'll talk about that later.
Rob Fagg, one of the most successful co-drivers in British rallying. I thought you had left something on his door then. You were sort of reaching down.
Trapping my hand in the door.
We don't talk to co-drivers enough, but I think for anyone watching at home that is perhaps casually tuning in, they'll think, why are there two people in the car? Tune in tomorrow. We haven't got live in-car tomorrow, but tune in and have a look on YouTube tonight for some of the live in-car from last season and just have a look at how hard these guys work inside the car.
They're a busy bunch, aren't they, these co-drivers, navigators? Yeah, they certainly are. Lots going on in that car, and not only when they're on the stage as well. You know, when we get to the end of the stage, they've then got to get into the next stage as well. So
let's have a quick word with Ewan Thorburn, someone I always like to chat to. We don't get to talk to him that much at the moment. He's scrolling through YouTube. Are you just getting some tips there, Ewan? Ewan Thorburn, great to see you out here. How are you feeling ahead of tomorrow?
Yeah, good. Obviously, the weather's a bit iffy, but it is what it is. Same for everyone. So we're just here for the crack, just here for a spin and see how we go. So
whether it's in the BRC or in the Asphalt Championships, you have been up against a lot of these guys and girls over the years, and you've proven yourself against them time after time. How do you feel when the weather's like it is on those lanes tomorrow?
Yeah, but we've been out for a couple of years, not done very much over the last 3 or 4 years. So yeah, this is a new car in the wet, so we'll see how we go. We're just try and do our own thing and see if we're comfortable and see where we go from there. So yeah.
I was wondering this when I saw you on the Jim Clark. I didn't get a chance to speak to you, but you were there for the Reavers, and I wondered if perhaps you were just getting this thing up to speed, getting used to the Polo, so that you could perhaps come out and do a full charge in one of the Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Championship, perhaps.
Yeah, that's it. We'll be looking to do more next year, but we're just picking and choosing this year. But Jim Clark's obviously a local rally, so we've got no excuses there. But we'll have plenty here for tomorrow. So yeah, but like I say, that was dry and this is wet, so it's starting from scratch again. So see how we go.
Watch for Ewan over the jumps. I've just got a feeling. Ewan Thorburn looking like he's ready for action tomorrow, and another man who's really in the zone. Were you checking out YouTube as well, Steve? Steve Simpson. Steve, having fun?
Yeah.
All these people out to watch you drive over a ramp, that's exciting. No stages tonight, but here they are, the excitement's building.
And there's a lot of people turned out, aren't they? We didn't really expect too many people, but everybody's turned out, and fair play to them.
You haven't had the luckiest of seasons, the best of seasons. The Manx was perhaps a bit of a pivotal turning point for you, but you do like these lanes, don't you?
We do like the Irish lanes, yeah. Like I say, in the Manx we had a slight off there, which then cost us a 2-point championship because it was a two-header. So that's how it goes, isn't it?
It is.
We'll look forward to tomorrow, though.
What job has Patrick got to do tomorrow with this weather as it is? Will he be having to hold you back, or will he be pushing you on? How's it working here?
Patrick's got a fair job on his hands tomorrow with the weather and conditions. We don't know yet, do we? It might not be quite raining as bad as it is at the minute, so we'll see what happens tomorrow morning, and we'll discuss it from there.
We were talking about how busy the co-drivers are inside these cars, especially on these fast lanes when the corners and the calls and the crests are coming up so fast, and there's so much work. It's busy in here, isn't it?
Very busy, yeah. They've got a great job on their hands, and there's some tight, twisty stuff in there tomorrow, so they'll certainly have to be on the ball, that's for sure.
I think you've got the man for the job. Steve Simpson, Patrick Walsh in their Martini-esque liveried Fiesta Rally 2. Say again.
Joseph McGonigal.
Do you want to interview this one, Phil? I'm just going to go wandering down the queue and just have a look what else we've got coming in here into the city centre.
As you can see, there's a lot of cars lining up. He's left me with the umbrella as well. You know, nothing like doing a bit of work for him and me. Joseph, how's it going? You ready for this?
Yeah, first time in the car tomorrow, so probably would have preferred it to be dry, but we'll enjoy it.
It'll certainly be a steep learning curve for you then. Any of these stages that you look forward to more than anything?
Oh yeah, Hamilton's Folly is a great stage. With a good run on it last year in the wet, so probably take it easy a couple of stages, maybe have a go there and see how we get on.
Great stuff. Thank you very much. Good luck tomorrow. All the best. Joseph McGonigal, Kieran Geeney. Paul's run off on me now. We're on the wrong side of the car. Let's make our way around, but you can see the cars lining up all the way along the city centre here. Just we'll wait 1 second. Lovely looking micro. Just final few pep talks for delving into the stages.
This car here, this Micra that you can see in front of you, this weekend we've got the Nissan Micra Challenge, which is joining the Northern Ireland Asphalt Championship. But this car is Matt Jackson's old Formula or Super 1000 car. It overtook me at Blyton Park. I was in that Saxo, like I was stood still, and it was a 1 litre car. Here it is as a rally kit car. But we remember this.
Hi, how are you?
I remember this car in its previous guise, and it was pretty fast then.
I think actually that's Damien Fleming's car, not this one, because it's left-hand drive.
Right.
I think, yeah.
I'll point that out to Matt Jackson on Twitter, who was convinced this was his old car. I love that. Tell us about the Micra Challenge.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's just a thing a few of the lads started here at home to try and get younger drivers involved to bring the cost down. So far all we've done is attract older drivers, but at least there's an opportunity for maybe going on next year that younger guys can come in different spec cars, which is affordable, you know.
It also gives a home for these rally kit cars as well, doesn't it? We see a few of them out in the BTRDA and the Asphalt Championship over in the UK, but actually to have these cars in one place fighting in a single make championship, which makes sense, doesn't it? Because the Micras were always a single make car, not necessarily the kit cars.
Yeah, no, totally. And there's more kit cars now, obviously, than there ever had been. There only ever was 2 works ones, I think. So a lot of guys have put the body kits on, made them kit cars, and as you say, there's quite a few in the UK on gravel rallies. So to have a few here all racing together is brilliant, you know.
Fantastic. The first of our Micra Challenge crews. Look at the reg. Are we sure that's not the one that Matt Jackson thought was his? You saw that conversation, didn't you?
I'm not clever enough to know that. This is John.
Car sounds good. Sounds better than the kit car.
Yeah, probably is, you know. It's only Stephen Whitford in front, so yeah, it's better, definitely better than his.
These cars go extremely well in tight, twisty lanes, but you've got to watch them on the jumps, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the jumps. I'm not feeling too confident. There's some big jumps here tomorrow, but they go really quickly around the corners, so we'll try and focus on that.
What does this weather make you think in a car like this?
It's not too bad. I think if you have more power, obviously you're spinning wheels and things, I guess, so these are pretty good in the wet. I suppose the main thing is as long as it's consistent. If it's wet all day, great, you know what tyres to be on. When it goes wet and dry, you can end up in the wrong tyres and it gets a bit scarier then. So.
Quite a lineup here in Lisbon city centre as well, with the crowds that came out to see you in this wet weather. That's quite special, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. The crowd always come out. It's a good rally. It's a well-run rally and it's very popular in the town. So you always get people out, and I'm sure even if it's raining tomorrow, there'll be plenty of people out in the stages to watch. So yeah, it'll be good fun.
If not, they can watch at home live. Good luck tomorrow in the Micra Challenge. You can see we've got quite a few cars just coming into the city centre here in Lisbon. Are you taking over this one, Phil?
I'll grab that one. You can hold that second. Let's have a little chat with Kyle. Mr. Kyle White. Now, Kyle, can you tell me, are we going to end up getting covered in champagne this weekend? That's normally what happens when I'm talking to you.
Listen, see if I'm spraying champagne on you, I'm happy either way, so it's not really up to you, but yeah, hopefully we get that far. It's obviously my hometown rally. I grew up here. I went to TAC across the road. I went to school just down the road. And yeah, it's just surreal being here. Obviously, we're all this weekend coming here with heavy hearts too, with what happened in Sligo last weekend. Yeah. We've all very much got Jean and Darren Maguire's families in our thoughts. Sure. And this one's for them.
Yeah, great stuff. And like you say, home rally. So is that a little bit more pressure on you? Do you know these stages well? Are you going to be pushing on tomorrow?
Yeah, well, I know Hamilton's Folly. We've done it the last couple of years, but Buck's Head's reversed. That's probably one of my favourite all-time stages, but Drummond as well is reversed, and the other one, Gregor Lock, hasn't been used in a lot of years. So yeah, we're into the unknown at the minute, but sure, that's what it's all about.
and you've had a good look around as well, so you know the stage as well?
Yeah, I know the stage as well. I know the stages, I know the road section, so it'll be hard to listen to my co-driver. But fair play to Lisburn and Castlereagh District for putting on such a show here. It's absolutely fantastic to see a hometown rally come on like this, so really happy.
Great stuff. We're making you late, so let you move up. Thank you, Kyle. All the best.
One thing I've got to say about this man is, if you look at his in-car from Hamilton's Folly last year, we'll let them move up the stage, he doesn't have it plugged into his intercom like most of the crews do, so you can normally just hear the whine of the engine. Do check out Kyle White's in-car from Hamilton's Folly in 2022 on the Carryduff Forklift down rally, because it's actually just the engine noise, and God, that thing sounds amazing. And there's a really big moment. He comes up one of the jumps, comes past the junction, and he's hanging on to this thing. I was watching it last night with Mason, my eldest, just getting in the mood for this, and it's a fantastic bit of in-car.
He hangs onto that car most times I see him. Yeah, he pushes that car so well.
We're going to go around here to a man who I haven't seen for a long time. It's our former Rally First champion in the BTRDA Rally Championship. It's Dominic Hodge. It's a long time since we've seen you. Now, you asked me for a nice interview. I'm not sure what a nice interview looks like, but you've got all these people who've come out to see you guys. And the weather's atrocious, and it hasn't dampened any of the enthusiasm. I can see you're excited.
I am absolutely stunning to be here. The twist is, of course, that I knew Steve Whitford 26 years ago when I was eligibility scrutineer for the original Micro Challenge run by NME. And that's not New Musical Express, that's Nissan Motorsport Europe. So yeah, this is a big change. Fantastic to be here. Not sure about the weather, but we'll work on that.
It's a great one mix series. We were just talking to Stephen about that, because you've got the mixture of the kit cars, which now have a home, if you like, and you've also got the original Micras as well, the K14, the K11 Micras, which, as you say, that's where the challenge came from. That's why Micras have become such big rally cars.
Oh, Micra is a fantastic rally car. As you said, I won a championship with it. They're easy to drive.
I still remember the way you drove it that year. It's just, Lewis Hooper's taken a few tips out of your book this year.
So I've seen. A bit jealous. I'm not sure I could keep up with him if I tried now. I'm getting a bit old for that. But yeah, no, fantastic. And so nice to be invited across, because Steve said, oh, you should be coming across here. You should come and do this. So, you know, bit of persuasion.
Help me with something, because I think I may have got this wrong. Matt Jackson commented saying that one of these Micras was his old one. He said that one there, the S1000 Micra. Is it the one behind you, not Steve's?
Don't know, sorry.
At least there's two of us that don't quite know that. Stefan Arndt alongside Dominic Hodge. It's like a reunion of the BTRDA Micra specialists. I couldn't think of the right word there. I think we got it just about right, didn't we? Enjoy tomorrow, gents.
So could it be this one?
I think it might be this one. Should I ask him, or should I just let that one die out?
Maybe. So
I'll clarify with Matt.
Yeah, I think maybe that's a wise choice.
No, I'm going to go in there and ask it.
Local crew, Lisbon and Belfast. It's the Dowds. So let's have a chat with them. Got Peter and Stephen.
Peter, I have to ask, because I think I got this wrong with Stephen's car up ahead. Is this Matt Jackson's old S1000 Micra?
No, Stephen was right. Damien Fleming has it.
Right.
We built this car from scratch ourselves. And yeah, to try and... We're obviously in the same garage as Stephen Whitford, and he talked us into it, and here we are with kit cars. They're all the same. We're trying to beat each other. We're never going to beat him because he's done that many rallies.
It's a great fun challenge though, isn't it?
Well, it's good fun. It's good fun. And we've got, I think we've 8 Micras out, so we started the Micro Challenge this year. So it's, anybody wants to see it, microchallenge.tv.com, and we've got our own wee channel going. So
and you'll be able to see it live tomorrow. And anyone who's seen our live coverage of the BTRDA Championship will know that I love a good micro kit car. So to see 8 of them in action on the lanes here tomorrow is going to be quite the spectacle.
Well, for sure. We're hoping obviously it would be drier than it is, but it is what it is, as everybody said, and we're just going to go for it. And we'll take it easy now the first couple just to bet ourselves in, but it'll be good fun. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Good luck tomorrow, Peter. Matt Jackson will be absolutely wetting himself watching this at home.
Asking every single
Is this Matt's old car? So is Damien Fleming even in the queue? Yes, he did.
I know.
But, you know, I just get excited about micro kit cars, but you know that about me. Now, here's a man who, let them move up the queue. Yeah. William Hill and his Rally 4 Fiesta, oh my goodness. He's 3rd place in the overall standings in the Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship in a car that, it's a fascinating bit of kit, and we've seen how specialist it is because they couldn't get brake parts for it on the Isle of Man. They were really struggling because everything's bespoke to this car. It's not an R5 in different clothing. It's not an R2 that's been souped up. It is its own WRC spec car, but
too many of them knocking about either, is there, at the minute? You know,
there aren't, and that was his problem on the Manx. Now he asked me not to jinx him, so let's not go too heavy on the position in the championship standings. But 3rd place, touch some wood, Phil Bramall. William Hill, you have been. It was more forehead jokes. We'll have some fun tomorrow, Phil. Phil and I are going to be in leapfrogging each other on stages. I'm going to have to think of a way of getting back on that. Apologies, gentlemen. Will Hill and Richard Crozier have been going so well in this Fiesta Rally 4 that actually they're 3rd place in the overall standings in the Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship, and I know you're a little bit nervous about me making too much of a big deal about that, but that is a big deal.
It is, yeah. No, it's a cracking position to be in. I think if you'd have told us this at any point in the season, we'd have been very excited. But there's still a long way to go, so just got to keep on the road and see what happens tomorrow, really.
We've seen you getting used to this car, and I guess the Hills Ford team getting used to running the car. You had that issue on the Manx where you were worried about the brakes and you could not get parts for it because none of the other parts in the M Sport catalogue fitted this car. So you went up and down the service area, and I know you had to nurse the car through because sometimes it's in your head, isn't it? Once you know there's a problem and you know you can't get parts, and you still did the business, you still kept it flat chat.
Yeah, we did. We were very lucky, I think, over that weekend. But we've learned a lot with the car, as you say. We've learned what parts we require. We've seen sort of what other people with these cars running around the world, what's sort of going wrong with them. So we've just tried to bulk order as much as we can where we know things are failing. But the parts supply is becoming a little bit better. M Sport are looking after us. So just hope that we don't have too many problems. And yeah, keep it going, really.
Good luck. Normally I'm getting told off by Richard at this point because I'm holding you up. He's normally going, you got to go, Woodford stop. But because he's nice and relaxed, because it's a city centre start, just let's talk about that, because you're one of the people here who has one of our sponsors on your door, and it's important for sponsors and for competitors to have the interest and the theatre in the sport, isn't it? And to have, despite the weather, and I've said that a few times tonight, I think that's the important part, despite the weather, to have this many people out enjoying this spectacle, and you guys getting to showcase the cars before the stages tomorrow, I think it's so important.
Oh, it's super to see, especially with the weather as well. It's super to see all these people out here coming to see us. It'd be fantastic if the weather had been on our side, but no, fair play to the council putting all this on, letting us go through the town centre. It really, really good to see, and great for the sport. At least everyone can showcase what we're all doing here. So yeah, no, really good to see.
Look, I'm the one getting wet hair, and I'm quite all right with it because it looks really cool out here to have all these people. Yeah, well, exactly. I've got Phil Bramwell with me to carry my brolly and make jokes about my forehead. Right, good luck, guys. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Third place in the overall series is quite remarkable. I'm going to we have already spoken to Darren Atkinson. I'm just going to go a quick word with our championship coordinator Paul Morris, because you know what it's like to go fast in the Mark II this year in the BTRDA. These guys have been going so quickly on some quite different challenging events as well.
Oh, for sure. I sat with Darren at Myerscough College the other week in that car, and I was very impressed with its traction, grip, the speed. Robert and I are going real well on the gravel, but this is a whole different ball game with these Millington engined Escorts, the modified car as they call it. So Darren will go well tomorrow.
He seems to have come out with a bit of renewed energy as well with that new sponsor, Haldane Fisher, on board. And I know they had their big launch on the Manx and it didn't quite go that well for him, but it doesn't matter. It hasn't affected his points at all because he's been that fast this year.
No, not at all. And I think if he gets a finish tomorrow, he'll tie up the class in the championship, which is good. And hopefully we'll see Darren and Phil back next year.
And we just spoke to Will Hill in that Hills Ford Fiesta. Incredible when you look at the leaderboard and you see him third place in the championship standings. He's being very coy about that at the moment, but he said if he'd told him that at the start, he would have taken it at round 6.
Oh, definitely. And I think if it's wet tomorrow morning, that will suit the car as well. So he could be on for a good result this weekend. Sam Adams in his Escort. Yep. Remarkable result in the Isle of Man, and I think he will match that tomorrow as well. So it's going to be good. Good weekend.
Rally cars and iconic stages and treacherous weather and jeopardy in the championship. But actually, spin the camera around. This is what it's all about. Look at this. That was me like 30-something years ago, splashing around in the puddles. Yeah. Mum, what's your name? What's your name, Mum?
Lee Davison Bush.
Are you enjoying this?
Yes. My husband.
What?
Number 60.
Is it Andrew Bush?
Yes.
I bought Andrew Bush's old Citroen race suit, the old Chris Meek race suit, when I had my Saxo. Yeah, when he had his Super 1600 Saxo. So I was going to catch up. Is he here tonight?
He's just down there. I wish you'd hurry up because we're getting soaked.
Of course, Andrew used to co-drive as well when he first started rallying in the KA Challenge on events like this as well, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yes.
Fantastic. Well, this is what rallying's all about, and actually got a nice link to one of our drivers as well, Andrew Bush's other half, and I've got wet feet as well. Well, I didn't realise that was actually a fountain that had water in it. I thought it was just a water feature, and I walked right through it. So we'll let the cars move up a bit. Look at that on the screen up there. Yeah, little lad enjoying himself at a rally. I love that. That is what it's all about. I know I said that with a sort of royal smile. I'm serious. We need to get more young people into motorsport, and starting them that young is absolutely fine by me. look at that. Sat on Dad's knee. That's a photo that will be on the living room wall. And now you're famous as well, pal. Oh, amazing scenes here in Lisbon City Centre for the start of the Carryduff Forklift down rally. I needed to let you capture that moment because that's beautiful. Stuart, that was a beautiful moment to watch. What's your name, mate?
Oscar.
Oscar, you're a star already. You're already on live TV. If you look on that screen up there, you'll be able to see yourself on the TV. Look over there. Can you see? That's you on the TV. You'll remember this moment for life, and it'll be in photo albums, no doubt, from this moment on. Stuart, you're looking forward to this?
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be slippy, but sure makes it interesting.
Do you know these lanes well?
So.
You've done it before, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done the rally last year, and I sort of live in the middle of them all, but it's not the sort of roads you'd be on every day, but when you know the lay of the land a bit, it helps, but we'll see.
The sort of roads you'd be on every day. He's been doing the milk run, and he's been taking twice as long, and the missus has been like, where have you been?
I've become a postman.
School bus driver.
Everything.
That's how you do it on the Jim Clark to get to know the lanes. Just drive a school bus.
Oh, I'm going to have to pick that one up.
Good luck tomorrow, and enjoy the memories. Well done, Oscar. You're a star.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant.
I'm going to say it again. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, there's so many kids out today as well, with all the families and that, even in the rain. So.
Right. I'm going to start with the co-driver, Olivia. We don't start with the co-driver very often, Adrian, so we'll come to you in a minute. But you had such a big smile on your face. You seem to really be enjoying this atmosphere, Olivia. Are you?
Yeah, it's great so far. So
Is this your local rally?
Yeah, I live not far from here, Crumlin direction.
So, a word for Lisbon City Centre, because I know they've put an awful lot of passion and energy into this, and looking at their social media, this was their vision to turn this into a bit of rally theatre. And despite the weather, everyone's turned out for you.
Yeah, well, we're hoping for better weather, but unfortunately we've got this. But sure, it'll still be good. Fun.
Hasn't dampened the enthusiasm out here in the city centre. We'll come round and speak to Adrian. I'll let you move the car up first. And it hasn't dampened the enthusiasm inside the cars, as you can see. I've got a terrible habit today of not shutting the doors properly on the cars. All these cars are driving over the ramp with the doors flapping because I've not shut them properly. I don't know, it's an old classic car. I don't want to go rattling the doors too hard.
You should know more about that.
Adrian, tomorrow we get to talk to you all about how it's going on the stage and talk technical things, but tonight it's just about what this is all about, isn't it? It's the nice bits of the sport that we all came into it for. This is really cool.
It is indeed, bringing the family out, and just pity it isn't a better evening. The rain's not putting the people off.
You say that, but I look around and I think actually that we stand here, we're in a bit of a community, a bit of solidarity, because we're all here despite the rain, and we're actually enjoying ourselves despite the rain.
That's good. What
else could you do and enjoy yourself in the rain like this?
Well, that's it. Jump about in that puddle over there, maybe.
You looking forward to tomorrow?
I'm indeed, yeah. Hopefully it is raining, in the morning or dry, but it's not nice to go out to do 4 stages with one service, and maybe have the wrong tyres on them, whatever. So we're hoping that it rains or is dry, so one or the other, hopefully.
Well, I've been watching the weather closely because I'm the one that's going to be out there getting wet hair, and I can tell you that it's looking like it's going to be wall-to-wall wet. We come over here to the Irish lanes to watch the Irish drivers going very, very sideways and going very large on the jumps. Is that going to happen tomorrow?
Well, I hope so, yeah. Hopefully better than the last time out. The first stage we were in the hedge, so tomorrow we're hoping to get a finish. So
go large or go home, but tomorrow just go large, yeah?
Hopefully.
Adrian and Olivia, looking forward to their local rally and enjoying the atmosphere down here. Do you know what? Normally you get through, and I don't mean this in any way critically, but you get through the sort of front end of the field, the top guys, the big names on the entry, and it dies off and people
Everyone
go
disappears.
home. Yeah, everyone disappears, but look at it.
Yep. Yeah, still plenty of people here. Looking forward to seeing the last few cars over. It's not the whole field, obviously. They can't do that. They'll be here all night. So it's a select few. But yeah, we'll go and have a chat with Gary now in the Evo.
Shall I switch over to you? Let's switch over.
Okay.
Give me a practice ahead of tomorrow.
You learn how to hold that umbrella, you. You do some training in how to not hold an umbrella. Gary, how's it going?
Survived yourself?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Looking forward to stages tomorrow?
Well, yeah, certainly am.
You're not too far away from these stages as well, I see. So what's it like being out on your home event like this and in front of this crowd?
Well, really, really good. Really looking forward to it. Stages, yes, very close to them on 2 of them. So hopefully we get a good, clean run.
Yeah. 4-wheel drive power in the wet should be okay for you as well tomorrow.
certainly going to give us a bit of an advantage, but
Level the playing field for you guys with the bigger cars as well. Lovely stuff. Great talking to you. We'll see you tomorrow out on the stages. Thank you very much. Right, that's Gary Rogers.
Johnny Cargo up next. I love this guy's name. Yeah. Johnny Cargo sounds like a superhero.
Superhero?
Yeah, it does.
Film star.
That's it. You had a DNF here last year. Your history in rallying is all escorts, as far back as you go, so you should go pretty well tomorrow, given that you won't want to repeat last year.
Well, we were going well last year. I think we're maybe third in the class or something, but fortunately a engine misfire put us out. I think it was after stage 5, so couldn't continue. These things happen. Hopefully no issues this year.
We're saying to Adrian Grant, this is the type of car, modern spec escort on Irish lanes, driven by an Irish driver. That's why people like us come over here. We want to see you broadside. We don't want to see the front end of that car. We want to see this side of the car, back rear quarter.
Just rawness. As raw as we can get it. Steer from the rear.
Yeah. Does the rain bother you much?
Nah, well, if it's dry and wet, it's an issue with tyre choice, but hopefully if it stays wet, I'm happy enough. You know what the stage is going to be like.
Johnny Cargo, enjoy tomorrow, and that is definitely a superhero name. I like that.
We'll let them move up again, and then we'll chat to Guy Carlisle in the little Adam. Another one of our crews from over here, the Northern Irish Championship crews, the McGrady Insurance sponsored championship runner. He's also got the Haldane Fisher down the side of it as well, so must have been doing some deals with.
He's around the other side of the car as well, isn't he? Come on. We'll help the marshals along, because I know we were frustrating them holding the cars up. Because the public are trying to get past. I think we've stopped doing that now. I think there's enough room for everyone to get past. Guy, this is your 6th event in the car. Blimey, you do sit close to the steering wheel. You're like Postman Pat sat in here. You've had, yes, that's right. Yeah, you've had a couple of DNFs so far in the car, but you seem to be getting to grips with it now.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, just the one or 2 events back. Just not enough experience was all it was. Yeah. But now we're getting there. It's about seat time and about doing more. So this is why we're here, and yeah, trying to enjoy it.
These cars were very much designed, the Opel Adam R2s, for these type of lanes. Is this a Cup car?
Yeah.
Very much designed for these type of lanes, aren't they? Front wheel drive, lots of revs, tight diff.
Yeah. It's just a matter of me getting it down. That's all it is. Yeah, no, she's only a wee Cup car. Right. Everybody thinks she's an R2, but no, she's only a wee Cup car. So she's not putting out anywhere near the power that the R2s are putting out, but perfect learning curve.
Yeah. R2 next?
Nah, don't know. Never know. You never know.
Let's talk closer future tomorrow. It's going to be raining. It's going to be exciting out there. You've got some iconic stages. You've got some big jumps.
Yeah, I've done them myself back in the 90s, co-driving. But never.
Who were you co-driving for and what in?
Back in 1999-2000, I co-drove for Biggerstaff in the Metro 6R4. Won 2 championships with him, and then I won a British Polo Challenge in 2001 co-driving. So I've co-driving in France, Belgium, Germany, right through to the early 2003-04. Sort of quit, moved on to something else. So now I come back because I wanted to drive.
Well,
so
it's no Metro 6R4, but as you say, it's a learning curve, and I'd sooner have you aiming for one of them, on these lanes than an R2.
No, I think you need about 3 mortgages for one of them, wouldn't you? Totally. And then if you did something to it, no. You're just out for the crack. That's what we're here for.
Just out for the crack. We're out for the same. Good luck tomorrow. We expect plenty of sideways from Guy Carlisle. There are quite a few. As you know, I've done my research. I like my rally cars. That's why I'm into this. And no. This is a proper one. There's a Type R here. No.
That one hasn't gone bang, though.
No, it hasn't gone bang, has it?
Blue smoke everywhere.
Yeah. So I've done my research, and I know there's quite a few Metro 6R4s nestling in the rally history of a lot of these guys out here competing, particularly the Irish guys tomorrow. Okay. We're on the wrong side here.
Yeah, that's awkward, isn't it?
Sean, just as you pulled up then, a nice EP3, is it an EP3 isn't it? Civic drove past and blew its engine up, revving its guts off past on the public road.
Tomorrow then. Hopefully it doesn't happen to us tomorrow.
That's not a bad omen. It was quite poetic though at the time. Don't rev your engines. The rally drivers don't do it. You don't need to. So you looking forward to this?
Yeah, looking good. Looks good. That Hamilton's Folly looks like it's going to be a hairy one in the wet, but looking forward to it though.
Couple of stages been. Did you do it last year, didn't you?
No, it's first year. It's only my second road event, honestly.
Fantastic. Okay. So you're going to be taking it fairly steady then on the jumps?
Well, we've scored in every round so far, so just go out and have a bit of fun tomorrow.
Co-driver says yes, you will be taking it steady. Good luck tomorrow, guys. One of a number of Civics out. There's a few EK4 Civics and then obviously these EP3s as well.
We should mention the sponsors as well. Click Sergeant Northern Ireland, the cancer charity for young children and adolescents with cancer as well. So great to see them being sponsored here today as well. We need to catch up with these guys, don't we?
Well, you know what? Andrew and I know each other because a lot of years ago I bought a race suit off Andrew, his old Citroen racing one from his Saxo 1600 days. We just caught up with your other half and your little one dancing around in the water feature, enjoying themselves.
More fun than me, I think, tonight. You know, we're feeling nervous enough, like with the weather, you know, but it'll be same for everybody. So it is, you know, looking forward to it, but haven't been out in a year, so just got to give myself time. But I have a great co-driver of Geraldine McBride, so she keep me right. So
a name that needs no introduction on these live shows.
So yeah, so I'm looking forward. We entered this rally 5 times. This is the first time I've made the start. I've had little niggle problems with the car before. So it's good to get this far, believe it or not. You know, it's my local event. So they're great stages and well organised. So yeah. So fingers crossed, see what we can do, you know, so yeah.
So you've done these stages in all sorts of cars over the years. Super 1600 cars, Ford KA Challenge cars in the co-driver's seat.
Believe it or not, I haven't. You know, these stages I never actually really got onto. But I'd co-driven a few times in Hamilton's Folly, but never actually driven it.
You did the circuit of Ireland as a co-driver, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah. And I sat in it over there, and so it'd be great to get actually driving it over the big jump, the famous Bertie Fisher jump and all, you know, and sort of thing. Just they're good roads and can't wait, to be honest, you know.
What a car to be out in. We come over here to see Irish drivers in these cars going absolutely sideways. We want to see this rear quarter panel more than the front end. Is that okay?
Well, hopefully, as long as it's going sideways and going fast sideways, you know, not going backwards, as long as, you know, but they're good fun. I think the Starix is great. It's a proper rally car, you know, you don't have any driver aids, you've no active, nothing helping you out, so it's up to me and Geraldine, and there's nothing else to help you, so you have to do it, you know. So and it's going to be a bit of puffing and panting with the heavy steering as well, but it's good fun, so it is, you know.
Chrome-rimmed clock on the dashboard. It's just a proper historic car, big transmission tunnel.
My father has the ex-Jimmy McRae Circuit of Ireland winning Chevette, so it's sort of replicated off it. So it is.
Didn't know that. That is fantastic.
Yeah, so it's good fun. So hopefully we can keep Chevette honours up in this event and see how we go, you know. But yeah.
And as we've done a few times tonight, I'm going to run around the other side of the car and just have a quick word with the co-driver. Geraldine, you look like you're looking forward to this. You've done these lanes a fair few times, fair to say.
Well, this is my 3rd time doing this event. Once the first one was in a Mini, second was in a Rally R2, and this is the 3rd time. So all different drivers, all different cars, so it's very challenging. It's brilliant.
This will have to be the most sideways of them all, surely. So far.
Sideways, well, you need to be going forward. The sideways bit, leave that to the escorts.
You can tell when you can't get this bit of banter going with a professional co-driver because they don't want you getting any bad ideas in your mind ahead of tomorrow. But just talk to us about this atmosphere here in Lisbon, because I know the council have put so much passion and effort into this.
I mean, to see the crowds here tonight in such a bad night is unbelievable. And talking to the competitors individually is so important, because there's other ones who just drive through. Nobody knows anything. The crowd gets left behind. At least here, you can actually see the people, you talk to the people. It's bringing personalities to the crowd. So hopefully we'll see some of them out on the stages as well. And listen, the events need marshals. Hopefully this will maybe incite some people into getting involved, because the club, the Balnahinch Motor Club, would like marshals and volunteers. You know, we're not all competitors. We need the marshals as well to make the events happen. So, and thanks to the council as well. This is such a perfect venue. Such a perfect venue.
And they put a lot of effort in. So that is a glowing reference from a co-driver who, as I say, needs no introduction. Great to see Geraldine out with Andrew Bush in this glorious Chevette HSR. And I didn't realise his old man had the Jimmy McRae car. How cool is that?
Oh, that is cool, yeah. That's something impressive in it.
I want to see that doing course car.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Maybe
David Greer doing course car in a Toyota Yaris GR, which I'm all right with that too.
Yeah, that's okay as well, isn't it, I suppose. So we've got Paul Killen here. The Evo.
Wasn't he in an Escort last year?
Good question. I don't know these things.
You were in an Escort last year, weren't you, doing this event? And there's a picture of you so high above that you can see all of the landscape underneath that Escort. I was surprised to see you in the Evo actually on the entry list.
Well, we're about off in Wexford, me and Enda. Haven't the escort fixed yet, so I'm mad dash for this here. Bought this just to get a run out. So we'll see. We'll try 4-wheel drive and see what it's like.
If you could try and better that picture, that would be really good, because we're going to be filming live in Hamilton's Folly, and just a bit of added motivation for you.
Well, we'll try if you're paying for the repair bill, I'm sure. Near broke my back the last time over. I was winded for the next 2 stages, so it was a hard landing.
Talk to us about these stages, because they are fast, they are hard. They're hard on the car, they're hard on you. And actually, we don't talk enough about co-drivers in media generally, but it's such a lot of work inside the car. It's busy inside, isn't it?
The first stage is very tricky at the start of it, I found, on the recce. It's running the opposite way, but yeah, there's a lot of work for the co-driver to do. It's a lot of stuff to take in. And tomorrow's given a wet day. I have driven this car 3 hours ago for the first time. We've only got a finish post out of the garage, a lot of hours. So we'll see how it goes.
Right, it's almost an empty finish start ramp, and spectators waiting for you, so we'll let you go and enjoy your moment. Enjoy those stages tomorrow. We'll be looking out for the jump, and no, I'm not paying for the repair bills.
Thank you.
Bit of extra red mist for Paul Killen. Do check out the picture. I think I shared it actually on social media of him in that escort over the jump in Hamilton's Folly, because, oh my God, have you seen the picture I'm talking about?
I think I did last year, yeah. I mean, I need to refresh my mind though with it, but yeah.
It's mental. You can see the whole landscape underneath the car.
Yeah, it's well off the ground. I seem to remember it. Yeah. Just going back to the repair bill. Surely Wayne will foot that bill for us.
Well, Wayne Goldring. I mean, you're a braver man than I am, actually. Yeah. John, Rachel, are you ready for this?
Yeah, well, yeah. So far, everything's okay, but the weather's the problem. I'm not.
Is it a problem?
That's a problem for me. I don't like the wet.
We come over here.
I like the dry weather rallying. We get spoiled in Isle of Man, you see, in the good weather. So, but now we just have to take it sweat.
We come over here to watch you Irish drivers in Mark II escorts going ever so sideways on Irish lanes, and the weather's going to help with that, surely.
See that, all right? Yeah, going well sideways. I would think there'll be a few of them going far more than sideways.
We'll go and have a quick word with Rachel. We're getting to the end of our cars here, and remarkably, although we're getting to the end of the cars coming through the city centre, Rachel, there's still people out here enjoying the atmosphere and watching the cars through, and that's really special. I've never actually experienced anything quite like this, because normally by now everyone's sort of wandered off and everyone is just waiting to see every car over that start ramp.
Yeah, it's the one good thing about the Irish Rally, and normally the bigger events, they want to see the top cars, the big boys go through, but the one good thing about Irish rallying is they want to see the last cars through. You might have someone who's at the back of the field, someone in the middle, but everyone just loves to see the event come here every year, so it's a well-run event.
So you're coming over here to one of your local rallies but you're one of our Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship crew, so you're mixing decks, and tomorrow's going to be interesting for you.
Yeah, looking forward to it. The Down Rally is a brilliant event, well run. Weather's, like my dad said, isn't really the best, but it is what it is, and we'll enjoy the event no matter what.
And you haven't got wide arches on this escort, so actually you've got a bit more space to throw it sideways in the lanes, John. John and Rachel McCulloch, one of our Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship crews, looking forward to the challenge tomorrow in one of their local events. And this one, I think I'm right in thinking he started out in rallying in a front-wheel drive Peugeot. No, this isn't Matt Jackson's old Micra.
It's not Matt Jackson's car, is it?
Is this Matt Jackson's old Micra? No, this is a rear-wheel.
Where are you going with that then?
No, I've got a feeling, and I'm just going to check my notes very quickly because I made notes about this car, because I think...
It looks well, doesn't it?
Yeah, what number are we? 51. Jonathan Strain. Yeah, so you start rallying, right? Most people, in fact, let's open the door and we can Jonathan can join us for this conversation. I mean, quite a lot of people started their rally careers in a Peugeot 205, but not many people. It's about your 6th event, and you've done them all in this car. Not many people start in a Peugeot 205 quite like this one, Jonathan.
No, they're a good wee car. I enjoy them in front-wheel drive. So the uncles always used them, so they went well. So I said I'll have a go at it too. So we'll see tomorrow. It's my first road rally tomorrow, so we'll have a go at it and see how we get on.
Tell you what, that's some weather, isn't it, for your first one?
Great, that's just what I wanted, like, on it. But sure.
Look at this crowd. We're here in Lisbon City Centre. The council have laid on a real treat for tonight for the spectators, and they are lapping it up. They're still here. You're the last car riding over this ramp, and everyone is waiting to see you go over that ramp. That's pretty special.
Oh, I definitely, 100%. Oh, it's good. It is good to see it and see everybody here, and Oh, I'm looking forward to it now, so we'll get our teeth into it tomorrow and see how we get on.
Now I've seen the car, I'm looking forward even more to seeing it in the stages. Good luck, Jonathan. Craig Breen, sticker on the side of the car, reminding us of the recent losses we've suffered in this sport, and most recently, of course, last weekend here in Ireland. So thoughts with everybody affected by those, and important to reflect on those people who have left us in the sport.
Yeah, and I want nothing more than to to have these events carry on and to see the people out and celebrating their lives like this weekend as well.
Just spin the camera around, Wayne, and just look at the amount of people. In fact, let's walk down there past these spectators. Last car, like look behind, spin the camera around again, and just look. Everything's gone here. Everything's gone. No more cars, but look, we've still got spectators lining this start ramp. And that's why I came into this sport. It's a really good feeling to it. Producer Wayne's got a big smile on his face. He's enjoying it. But all these spectators watching Jonathan Strain in the very last car to go over the ramp here in Lisbon City Centre. And do you know what? That is a really good tribute to the effort put in by Mr. Laverty, is it, who's in charge of the council here, and everybody else. I was reading about him in the programme earlier. Just so much effort and passion, and it's been rewarded because everybody's still here enjoying this with the very last car going over a ramp. Look, tomorrow you've got 4 stages to look forward to live with Phil and myself here in the Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. You're not very good at this umbrella business. No. I'm better than you at it.
I can't do 2 things at once. Yeah, you ask my wife, I can't.
So we've got 4 stages live for you. We've got 61, 62 stage miles on some of the most iconic Northern Irish lanes here in County Antrim tomorrow in the shadow of those Mourne Mountains. And as you can see, the weather gods are going to play their part, because although there's a bit of hope in the cars that things might dry up tomorrow, I'm not holding out too much hope. If it's dry, that's a bonus. I can't see it happening. I think it's going to be pretty tricky and pretty exciting on those stages. We have got a title fight to watch unfold. Callum Black coming on strong. Neil Roskella's got a job to do tomorrow, but it's not just for the overall title. And we'll talk you through some of those class battles tomorrow. We will get our full rally nerd hats on, because, do you know what? Irish rallying is all about variety, and some of the cars and the stories and the history of some of these drivers deserves a mention, and I've got quite a lot to talk about tomorrow. I know you have as well. We're going to have some fun, aren't we?
You're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow, I know that. We'll both have fun, but you've also got a certain Mr. Stone and Laura Connell with you in the morning as well. So you're going to have a lot of fun with those guys. Obviously, John and Laura.
Normally in the Legend Fires Polo R5, joining us on the live coverage here on Special Stage. And John is a character, as is Laura, and they've always got a lot to say when there's no camera there. Yeah. He's always a little bit shy on camera, apart from that one moment on the Manx those years ago when I asked him about the chicanes.
I do remember that one, yeah. I won't repeat it, but I do remember it. So, yeah, we'll be live, or you'll be live, 9:45. Yeah, Stage 2, Bucks Head tomorrow morning. And then you'll cross over to me, and we'll be live in Stage 3, Hamilton's Folly, from 10:45. And then there'll be a small break before we cross back to you.
It's quite nice, actually, because Run and Knock is the first stage, and that starts at 9 o'clock if you're watching the live results. But normally we start in Stage 1, and there's not much of a story to tell, because we can tell you the research we've done, and we can talk about the championship. But actually, we'll already have a stage under our belts. We'll have a few results to talk about by the time we get into our stage, and then by the time we get to you, we'll have even more of a story going.
Yeah, and we've spoken a lot about things already tonight, haven't we? And set the scene, and hopefully whetted people's appetites a little bit, that's pardon the pun. But yeah, it's going to be a great day tomorrow. We've got lots to talk about and lots to see tomorrow. The action's going to be red hot, even if it is wet. Yeah, looking forward to it, like I said. So
congratulations to Lisbon City Council for what they did here tonight in the city centre, because the Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship is here in the lanes of Northern Ireland. And I tell you what a spectacle they put on with absolutely zero rally action here. What's Paul Morris pointing at here? Look. What are you pointing at?
Mr. Wakely was
pointing at Wakely. What's up, Wakely?
Typical.
It was going so well. And then Morris starts pointing at Wakely, and it all goes to pot. Got to stay in the house with those boys tonight.
Oh, good luck with that.
Yes, congratulations to Paul Morris and Donna, by the way, who got engaged at Myerscough College at the media day.
Yeah, that was a great surprise for everyone. I think Donna was quite taken aback by that.
She's very embarrassed now.
I know she's changed the ring though. The ring that was presented to was a Haribo ring, which I personally would have kept, but now she's got a very nice shiny one instead. So
got mouldy.
Yeah, well, I'd have eaten it by now.
Anyway,
It wouldn't have lasted that long.
that went really wrong, but the one person who could be on our case for that is our championship coordinator, who is behind this coverage, so as he was responsible for it, we'll not worry too much.
No.
Join us tomorrow for live action on Special Stage as the title fight for the Pro Tyre Motorsport UK, it wasn't her fault, it was yours, Asphalt Rally Championship continues, and we will have 4 live stages for you from the Carryduff Forklift Down Rally.